Now that we have seen method call and method definition, let us look at another situation where a method does not return any value. So we will take the same method that was sum, takes two arguments, int a, int b, but it does not return anything. Now, even if it does not return anything, you have seen that I cannot leave this part blank because return type is not optional. So I have to write something here. So what do I write? When a function does not return anything, when a method does not return anything, we use void. Exactly same as in C. So void sum. So it's not returning anything. So when I have, I will declare a variable here s, or I will not declare a variable here. I will simply write this system.out.println a plus b. So what this will do? This is the output statement. This is the output statement. So it will print whatever value we give out here, a plus b. So a, whenever we are calling it, now let us look at this is the definition. Let us look at the call. So method call here would be sum, let's say 2 and 5. Now since this function does not return anything, this method does not return anything, so I don't need to assign it to a variable. So I don't have to write something like this, like I wrote earlier. So this part is not required because the method does not return anything. So we'll write directly, we are calling this method, whenever this is called, the control goes here. So the value 2 goes to A, the value 5 goes to B. This gets executed. So system.out.println. So it will print what? It will print 2 plus 5, that is 7. So 7 would be the output. And here, two things to remember. When we are passing 2 and 5 here, all right, these are known as the actual argument or actual parameter. Whereas this A and B out here, these are called formal arguments. So A and B in the method definition, whatever arguments you have, these are called formal arguments. Whereas 2 and 5 out here, what is when you make a call to the function or to the method, what you have, these are called the actual arguments. So formal arguments in the method definition, actual arguments in the method call. Okay. And how this transmission takes place, I'm sure you know that. This is passed by value. You're always passing by value. Passing by value, what it means? Pass by value. So when you're passing by value, like we saw for this method, int a, int b. So here a and b, which are the formal arguments, are treated as local variables inside this function. So a and b are local variables here inside this function. So when you are calling it as sum a, not a, sum say 2 and 5, okay, the value 2 is copied to a and the value b 5 is copied to b. So these are copied. Okay, so the function sum will have its own copy of a and its own copy of b. All right, okay, so this is not b, this is what 5. This is 5. So this is called call by value. Later on we will discuss about call by reference, which we will see later on. Now just before I end here, one more thing, how we can call. I can also call sum to be something like this. Let me have say x int y is 7. Okay, now I call sum. Now instead of directly giving the values 5 and 7, I pass them through some variables. So sum xy. Okay, so and then somewhere else in the, this is when we are calling, and then when we have the method, I have int a, int b. So if you look at this part of the program, okay, here I have two variables x and y, 5 and 7, and here I have the variables a and b. Now this part of the program cannot access the other part, cannot access a and b. Similarly, this method cannot access your x and y. So what happens? The value of x is copied to a, value of y is copied to b. So I can write it in this manner also. In the next lecture, we will discuss more about methods, and we will talk about passing by reference.